Hey guys, welcome back to opening Digimon card packs. Last time, we actually got the secret rare for the pack, Machine Dramon, which was kind of a surprise. I was thinking it was going to be Omnimon, but beggars can't be choosers. Christmas doesn't always come. Sometimes you have to come. you, you know, Metal Greymon needs a little bit of help there. I think you could help him. Anyway, we're going to be going through these packs of Classic Collection. If you see cards that you want me to talk about, and I didn't really talk about much in depth, and pretty much just passed over them, go back to earlier episodes. I've most likely already talked about that card. I don't think I've really forgotten many in this entire full series. I don't mean opening Classic Collection. I just mean the entire series, since I've done so many of these now. But I probably haven't missed many. Anyway, we got Garudamon, Salamon, Gargramon, Gomamon, Angemon, Stingmon, Metal Mamemon, Edamon, Lilymon, Metal Edamon. Oh, this is new. We got Tyrannomon. I don't really see many red-green. Usually that's kind of conserved to just the Tyrannomon line, so it's a very uncommon color combo. So anyway, Tyrannomon, which was kind of seen as the first mascot of the Digimon series. Now Agumon's the real mascot, but Tyrannomon used to be like the older one that you would always see on the V-Pets. But anyway, his ability says, when digivolving, if you don't have Taiga in play, you may play one from your hand without paying its memory cost. Your turn, this Digimon is also treated as green. The fuck's Taiga? So that's gonna go into something. Anyway, we can talk about the second effect. This is pretty much like the OG version of having a red and green card. This one just says it's also treated as green, which means it's meant to be like those mixed colors that would show up later in the series, but they didn't think of that yet, so they just created it like this in order to try and get around that. Anyway, who the fuck is Taiga? So Taiga's a tamer card, and he is the main character of Digimon World Redigitize, which is a two Japanese only games that have both it and its remake, Digimon World Redigitize Decode, have gotten English patches. And I've done a playthrough of both on the channel. So if you're interested in what Taiga was, he's the main character of the game, but if you're interested in the stories of those, go ahead and watch those playthroughs or just play them yourselves. They're really fun games. They're actually probably my favorite ones with the raising stuff. But then again, I really don't like the ones where you raise Digimon. I like the ones where you fight with Digimon. But that's kind of a hot take in the Digimon world, since more people like Digimon World 1 than they do 2 or 3. So, hot takes here on the Frozen Breeze channel. Anyway, that's really cool to see that Taiga was even mentioned, but it's strange that he was, since this is the Classic Collection, and Taiga wasn't even part of that. He came much later afterwards. Kind of makes me wonder if there's even a Taiga card. I do have a Taiga card. I have it from Release 1.0, so he does have a card. It is in English, kind of like how Rina Shimamona is as well. But it's just strange to see him talked about, since he really doesn't actually have a name in the game, but is only really referenced in extra material. Anyway, Tyrannomon's Inheritable says, your turn. While this Digimon has Tyrannomon in the name, it gets plus 2,000 DP. So, pretty cool. Ooh, we got the other part of Omnimon. We've got, man, when you leave your elbows on your legs to try and stare at the cards, it can be pretty bad. Anyway, I'm gonna find a different way around that to try and save my knees. Anyway, we got Metal Garurumon, and his ability says, when digivolving, gain 1 memory for every 4 cards in your hand. You'd probably try to be going for a massive amount of cards in your hand when you use this one for some kind of ending power play. His other ability is, when attacking, you have 8 or more cards in your hand and a tamer in play, return one of your opponent's Digimon. That is actually really good, since you don't have to target a specific one. Then, or with an on-deletion effect to the bottom of your opponent's deck. Trash all the Digivolution cards of that Digimon. Oh, I didn't read the entire effect. It's meant to be something with an on-deletion effect, so less of a like good ability, since it seems like it would be better if it affected all Digimon. But that could be good for fighting, like, purples. So, not a bad effect. I think the first effect is probably the best one out of it, so not a horrible card. I think I already have a Metal Garurumon, but I mean, I definitely have other copies of Metal Garurumon, but I think I do have that, classic collection version from the gift pack that had them in it. So, probably already had this one, but since I hadn't talked about it on screen, I like to talk about it anyways, just because, I want you to be informed. Anyway, Megadramon, Andromon, Devimon, Biomon, Andromon, Tapirmon, Hagurumon, Myotismon, Patamon, Greymon. We got that emergency program shutdown. Oh, this is new. We got ourselves another one. Anyway, we got Angelmon, or Angelwomon, being another secret rare, and the ultimate level of Gatomon. Her ability says, when attacking, if you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon and all of your opponent's security Digimon get negative 3,000 for the turn. So it makes, security a lot better to get through. But still, with 7,000 DP, it does still seem like a scary prospect to be attacking with this ultimate. But its inheritable says, your turn, once per turn, when a card has been added to your security stack, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 2,000 DP for the turn. So that could be good to mix with when attacking. But can't do that. It's an effect. That's an inheritable. So not as great, but, not horrible, since you would be kind of linking that to Megadramon's ability of giving back a card when low before 3. So not a bad card. Not a bad card. But its main effect is interesting and probably would be a bit better if it was on something a little bit stronger. Something on a little bit stronger. All right. Next pack. Ooh, this one came off really nice. You want to look at it real quick? It kind of just came off with a clean cut. Gotta love that. Just comes sliding out the pack. Slides out now. Just slides out there. All right, we got Tapirmon, Palmon, XVmon, Kurasarimon, Wizardmon, Hagurumon, Biomon. Alright, we got an actual Garurumon instead of, well, the other parts. Strange that we got an actual Garurumon after Metal, but whatever, man. Anyway, he has no ability, but his inheritable says, when attacking, once per turn, you may play one Matashita with a play cost of 3 or less from your hand without paying his memory costs. Kind of the same thing as Greymon for Tai, so pretty good ability. And it doesn't say what colors, so it could literally be anything. So another Agumon, Patamon, Vmon, and Kawagamon. I'm not really targeting for anything specific in these packs now, since pretty much I think we've got everything we could have ever wanted. I mean, I could be wishing for cards that don't even exist in this pack, but you're not going to get them. I'm not sure what cards even exist in this pack. Like how I was wishing for an Omnimon, and it's not even in this pack, so there's really no worry. Anyway, Palmon, Kurasarimon, Devimon, Stingmon, XVmon, Metal Tyrannomon, Zudomon, Lilymon. Got a lot of megas coming up, it seems like, because you can always tell if it's a mega if it goes out of the white. Phoenixmon, Plesiomon. Ooh, this is new. We got Paildramon, everybody's favorite out of Dinobemon and, well, the other one, which is this one. And I can agree, Dinobemon, I think, looks cool, in my opinion. Not a lot of people agree with that, but Paildramon definitely does look better. Anyway, it says, when Digivolving, if a Digimon with free in its traits is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, unsuspend this Digimon. Kind of the same effect as Imperial Dramon above it, so maybe you could, like, attack with this, attack with a champion, then Digivolve, then attack with Paildramon, then attack with Imperial Dramon after, unsuspending again. but you do require like a ton of memory in order to do that. But it could be a kind of like a three hit kill really in that way. So its inheritable says your turn. While this Digimon has Imperial Digimon in its name, it can't be blocked. Not bad. All right, and then we got another Tyrannomon. They're so sad that there's no Tamer cards in these packs, because this would have been like a perfect time to release Tamers that look like the original anime series, since the 01 Tamers that you see in all the cards are all based off of the 2020 series, and I always complain about that. There is a newer card that has Tai in his original 01 status, but it's in like a Japanese pack. It's like in Parallel Dimensions or Cross Hunters, which are the two packs that are like above us right now. So we're waiting for Parallel Dimensions to come out in like February or something. So waiting for Cross Hunter to come out even later. So interesting. Anyway, Metal Tyrannomon, and you're definitely going to be seeing videos from those as those come out, since they'll actually, I think, be cheaper once they're out. So, Where Garurumon, Tentomon, Andromon, Devimon, Megadramon, Togemon, Greymon, Lady Devimon. Sad that there's no Lilithmon, but I don't think Lilithmon existed during the Digi-Battle era. Then we got Birdramon, Analog Youth, which, if you don't know who the Analog Youth is, quote unquote, he is meant to be the main character of the original Digimon world, as well as the version of him from Next Order that shows up, but I haven't ever like played so far into Next Order to even understand why Analog Youth is even in that game, or whatever name he even has in that. So I definitely need to play World 1 before I play Next Order to try and understand what the connection is between that. But anyway, Analog Youth's ability says, on play, reveal the top 3 cards to your hand, add 1 Digimon card among them to your hand, trash the remaining. So add 1 Digimon card. There's no specifics, just add 1, which is actually pretty awesome. He's only a play cost 2 for that as well. Then, all turns, when one of your level 5 or higher Digimon with Digivolution cards is deleted, you may suspend this Tamer. If you do, gain 1 memory and hatch 1 Digi-Egg to an empty space in your breeding area. And that secondary ability not is great, but that on play for 2, just searching for any Digimon, pretty fucking good. Then security just says play it without memory. So, definitely say that that is a banger card. Ooh! Now that is definitely a banger card. So, one cool thing about the Classic Collection is that when you look at cards that are meant to be alternative arts for like the super rares and stuff, they aren't going to look like original cards. So, you know, Andromon here looks like a Digimon card from 2020. Andromon here looks like an OG Digimon Digi-Battle card. This is what they used to look like. Now this kind of doesn't make any sense when you look at it in, well, how these cards look. Like, look up here. Where is this Digivolution cost? Well, it actually says it in there. So, as you can see in the Digivolution cost box up here, it'll actually tell you evolves from a level 4 yellow Digimon by paying 3. And then it just shows its name on the side. So, if I could, I might just rush over real quick to get one of the OG cards. If I have any of the OG cards. Let me look real quick. Welcome to me shouting across my entire apartment. You might not be able to hear me right now, but you can hear me. Whatever that means. Anyway, I'm grabbing out a binder to see if I have any of those real OG cards. I've got OG Hyper Colosseum, but I don't know if I have OG Digi-Battle cards. So I'm looking into that real quick. Definitely have a lot of 2003 ones. You know, I'm not sure. I do have one. A singular one, but it's the wrong one. It's one from the after Digi-Battle went into, well, recession, pretty much. But I can grab an old Hyper Colosseum card just to kind of show you what they look like. I've got one of my favorites. Gotta love this card. This is Ranamon. As you can see, Hyper Colosseum cards were all in Japanese, since they never came out here in America. But you can see the kind of symbol up there with the color. Old Digi-Battle cards would look almost kind of like this, but not the exact same. But I'm just going to leave Randomon over here for the fun of it. My voice is starting to give out. That sucks. Anyway, I really like these alternative arts. I have one of, what's it called? Metal Greymon. That looks like an OG Digi-Battle card, which I think is really awesome. But to get another one is really cool. I guess that's one thing to also shoot for, just to get more of those OG-looking cards, since I always felt that they looked awesome. Anyway, I got Caramon. Sorry if I sound like I'm kind of out of breath. My voice is starting to kind of give out since I've been, doing this. So, Salamon, Wizardmon, Garudamon, Metal Mamemon, Weregarurumon. Where should I put him? Over here. Tentomon, Gatomon, Edamon. We got Rosemon. Alright, now we got Inframon. So that's good. Good to get the entire line for Diaboromon, but we still don't have Diaboromon. Actually, one thing I've noticed, there's not a single in training Digimon in this so far. Haven't found one. It's really weird. Seems like you would need them. I know in Digi-Battle they never use the in-trainings as a card just because they skip straight to Rookie. But still, it seems like you would at least want one. Anyway, Infermon's ability says, opponent's turn once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon digivolves into a level 5 or higher Digimon, gain 1 memory. Kind of lackluster in a way. Then its inheritable says, all turns, all of your other Digimon with the same name as this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. So, buffing other Diaboromons, not bad. Anyway, we've got win rate over 60. This is another reference to an old card, and I've actually got one of these. Now that I've just opened these, let me take out my, do I have one of these? I might. Let me look through my OGs. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't know if I have one specifically of that, but I do have something of its same line. Let me go ahead and bring this over here. This is awesome to see anyway. Win rate over 60. Take win rate over 40. So, yeah. That's what its original reference is. There are win rates over 60 OG Hyper Colosseum cards, but I don't own one of those. Also, you can tell the Hyper Colosseum ones are actually a bit smaller than the 2020 ones. But either way, these were meant to be used when digivolving in the game, since you needed items and giving up Digimon in order to do it. So that's how you evolved back during, this. You can even see that these classic cards, you can see their art right there. Like we got a Gatomon, that's classic Gatomon. So even the Angelomon from this has that same look. So I thought I'd show you one of the OG ones just to show you that. Anyway, you can see that it has that same kind of feel. Anyway, win rate, 60%, says if you have a Tamer in play, you may use this option card without meeting color requirements. And then main, next time one of your Digimon digivolves this turn, you may trash one Digimon card in your hand as the same color as a digivolving Digimon to reduce the memory cost by 4. That's kind of the same way that win rate, the original, worked. So that's really cool to see that they kind of paired it over to the English version. Anyway, security just says add to its hand. So not bad for a memory of 2 to put down a Digivolution cost. So that could even be if you're going to Mega. And most Megas are like 3 or 4 for Digivolution costs. So you could turn it down to like 0, which would actually be pretty OP. So anyway, I don't know how much more I want to be jumping up and looking at my original OG like Hyper Colosseum cards. I don't have too many. I only have like a couple. I have the starter deck along with some extra ones. So interesting that I'm showing them off anyway. Anyway, Ikakumon, Alekmon, XVmon, Palmon, Gardramon, Weregarurumon. Oh, there's something behind it. It was just another Metal Tyrannomon. Edamon, Kabuterimon. We got Tailmon / Gatomon. I guess seeing the Japanese text turned me into Tailmon now. Anyway, Paildramon and another Seraphimon. Sad, no more alternative art. Come on, the alternative arts look awesome. Even if there's really no difference in the art, the difference being that it has a different, like, backline, I think is pretty cool to say nonetheless. So, it's a difference that you don't see in the rest of the sets. So, I like that difference. Anyway, Gomamon, Gardramon, Hikakumon, Togemon, Elecmon, Devimon, Megadramon, Gabumon, Magnadramon. Always gotta say his name a little bit differently. We got a Kabuterimon. Alright. We got the ultimate level Mega Kabuterimon, or if you're Japanese, Ultra Kabuterimon. I always liked his look in this one, because you can definitely see his bulb. You can even see his weird, bulbous shoulders. Very strange. Anyway, his ability says, when attacking, this Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon with Insectoid or Ancient Insect in its traits in your hand for its Digivolution cost. I don't know what it's talking about. Maybe it means Hercules Kabuterimon is going to be called an Ancient Insect. Not sure how ancient I would call Hercules Kabuterimon, but okay. So I'm not sure what it's targeting there. And then its inheritable says, your turn. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, gain 1 memory. Not bad. Alright, we got Ogremon. Strange that we haven't seen him yet. Anyway, Ogremon's ability says, when attacking, you may trash 1 card in your hand to have this Digimon gain security attack +1 for the turn. That's actually pretty OP, but you have to kind of run through 2 security attacks by using, well, 5,000 DP, so... You might get killed on the first one, though, but just discarding in general and purple is good. Then its inheritable says, when attacking, you may trash 1 card in your hand to have this Digimon get plus 2,000 DP for the turn. So, not bad. Its ability is really awesome, but you would get killed pretty damn easily. So, I ain't gonna say anything about him, like, surviving much. Actually, you might want to try and save one of the packs, just for the fun of it, to put it inside its own box. So, we might want to try and save the next one. Anyway, we got Wizardmon, even though I already have, like, these ones in other sets. The plastic. We got Metal Mamemon, Tapirmon, Garudamon, Hagurumon. We've pretty much seen all the commons at this point, so I'm just going to start flipping through them real quick. Even the uncommons, I'm guessing. Even some of the rares. Alright, I'm going to try and save this one. This one might be a little bit more of a harder one to do. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Kind of pulled it a weird place, but, you know, it worked out in the end. Alright, let's try and save the other piece. Come on, don't tear! Not bad. I didn't tear it too bad. Didn't tear the front, really. And that's kind of, well, the imperative part. See, no real tearing, but you can definitely tell it's a bit messed up on the back. But, you know, I saved it in the end. I'm your savior. I'm the fucking Lightbringer. You ever played Alone in the Dark, new or whatever? Yeah, it's definitely a riot. Never actually played it. Only ever seen the Pro Jared video, which I still enjoy. Because Pro Jared, he brought the receipts, which was probably one of his best videos. Anyway, start flipping like a true master. Nice that it goes side to side, don't it? Well, not this one, but, you know. Nice when it goes side to side to side. It wasn't to side for these next 3. Metal Greymon and Analog Youth. You probably need a couple of these in a deck anyway. Alright. We've got the last 4, and we could probably plow through these for the last part of this video just to make it a 3-parter. To make it a whole lot easier for you to watch, since you don't have to watch 4 parts. If you're really watching all these, which I want you to, give me more core views so I can buy more Digimon cards. You see, I'm very one-track minded, I can tell you that. Digimon cards at all cost. Women? What? Digimon cards. Are women Digimon cards? No? Then what's the point? That'd be me. That'd be me. The world's greatest incel. Oh boy. I feel like oh, this is new. We've got Fight for Your Pride. It's got just got Myotismon, like, you know, hanging out and drinking, I guess. He's not really fighting. We got Devimon, he's not drinking blood, he's actually drinking orange or tomato juice. He was drinking orange juice and just being fine with it. The joke is that tomato juice is red, but if he's drinking orange juice, I think he's just fucking dumb. He's not colorblind, because you can't be orange colorblind. He's just dumb. That's my interpretation. He's drinking orange juice and just is so stupid he doesn't understand. Anyway, Fight for Your Pride says, main, play one purple level 4 or lower Digimon card from your trash without paying memory cost. Not bad. Then if you have, because a 4 for a level 4 ain't bad. Then if you have a Digimon with Myotismon and its name is play, one of your Digimon gets blocker until the opponent's next turn. Probably want to play it for the first effect, not the secondary effect, but its security says play one level 4 or lower Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Probably want to play this card for its security more than its main effect. Ooh, shit, we got another alternative art. Yes, it's even got its nice smoothness. I said we were going to get at least one more. It's pretty cool. You can even get alternative art for the uncommons, so that looks really cool. I even have a, I think I do have a Hyper Colosseum card that has Agumon on it that looks almost exactly like that. Sure, it doesn't, it's like, you know, setup doesn't look the exact same, but it looks pretty damn close, so it's cool to have another alternative art. Kind of looking out for those right now. So, you know, when I was a kid, I always felt Digimon was a Digimon. Just start talking about random bullshit as I flip through the cards. Because really, we've talked about these cards so much that it's like, we've seen it all. We've seen it all, done it all. It'd be great to get another, what's it called? Maybe another, Imperial Dramon, maybe the other Imperial Dramon. Ooh, this is new. We got Leomon, the dead body himself. And his ability says, security, at the end of battle, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, recovery +1. So pretty much, he has to be in security. That's how that works. So, he's not meant to fight. He's meant to die. Just like the regular Leomon. He's meant to die, never actually stay on the field for that long. So, I mean, like, if he's like the 4th security card, then it might be useful to, like, go back up to 4, or if he's 3rd, 2nd, or 1st, he could be, like, just keeping yourself at, like, quota. So, not a bad card, but I wish he had more of a fighting spirit in him. You've got no fighting in you. Anyway, we got the last 2 packs, so hopefully we get some more cool stuff. I don't know. I've kind of seen all that there is to see, but who knows? Maybe they'll have more alternative arts for us to look at. I'd say alternative art. It really isn't. But, you know, I feel it in my heart that it is alternative art. That rhymed. I didn't even mean for it to rhyme. It didn't even mean to rhyme. I don't know why I rhyme. I don't like dimes because I can't buy much with a dime. Anyway. Alright, we got the 2 sides of this in this same pack. Damn it, I dropped it. I wanted to show them together. Same. Anyway, final pack. There's gotta be something amazing in this one. This one doesn't have... what's one we're missing? Out of the Digi-Destined. I don't know. If this one doesn't have an in training, I'll go ape shit. There's probably no in training in this entire pack, so it's like, I'm just gonna go ape shit anyway. Alright. Kurisarimon. Wergurumon. Push those over. Biomon. Looks like something cool's back there. Oh god. Karamon. Palmon. Angemon. Tapirmon. Garurumon. Lady Devimon. Edamon. Ultimate Connection, and finally, you see, it was the one we were kind of missing. So, finally we got Hercules Kabuterimon. And it doesn't say Ancient Insect on it, so I still don't know what that effect even means, but I can probably look up something that talks about that. Anyway, for our final card, we'll go in depth. It says, your turn, once per turn, when one of your Digimon with Insectoid or Ancient Insect in its traits deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, you may unsuspend this Digimon. It's a once per turn, though, so you could kind of double attack with this guy, but being the once per turn, not as cool, but eh. And then his other effect says, your turn, for each Digimon card with Insectoid in its traits in this Digimon Digivolution cards, it gets plus 1000 DP. Not bad, since you'd probably be running a full Tentomon line on this, so I would say this is a pretty good card for our final card. Anyway, I think we probably accomplished everything. It seems like we pretty much got every card in this entire pack. My favorites are probably the alternative arts that we had gotten throughout this. The one with Agumon, then even the one with Magna Angemon. It's really cool to see Digimon go back and look at all of its roots, since pretty much Digimon roots are really interesting and don't get looked at a lot. So it's really nice to see them at least, acknowledge them. So anyway, my voice is a little bit scratchy, and I've been going for quite some time, so I'm probably going to end it here. So let me chuck this in there, and then close up the box. Go back into your hole. Go back into your hole. There you go. Anyway, next time on Opening Digimon Card Pack, we've got another big booster box to talk about. It's going to be a lot more interesting than this one. But Ollie, thank you for coming along. My voice is really starting to give out, so I'll see you guys next time on The Backlog.